Hey everyone, imagine a life full of promise, an IT specialist, a successful businesswoman, a mother, a woman named Mahlako Malebo Rabalao. She was 26, maybe 27 years old, with a future that was, by all accounts, bright and full of potential. But in the early days of March 2023, that promise was brutally extinguished. Her life ended in a horrifying act of violence that has left her family heartbroken and a nation demanding justice. What's even more heartbreaking is that the person accused of taking her life was someone she trusted, her long-term partner, and the father of her child. This is the story of Mahlako Rabalao, a case that has become a painful symbol of South Africa's ongoing battle against gender-based violence. Now, let's rewind to the night of the 7th of March 2023. It was a Tuesday. Around 9 p.m., a burning car was reported in Midrand, a bustling area of Johannesburg. When police arrived, they made a horrific discovery. Inside the charred remains of a Mercedes-Benz, they found human remains. After forensic analysis, the victim was identified as Mahlako Rabalao. The same day, Mahlako was reported missing by her partner, a lawyer named Thubelihle Sibonakali Sompisi. For a time, it seemed like a tragic accident. The initial thought from local police was that maybe it was a car fault. But Mahlako's family knew something was terribly wrong. They didn't buy the accident theory. There was no evidence of a collision, and the circumstances were just too suspicious. Her family, determined to find the truth, hired private investigators. And as the independent probe began, it pointed in a chilling new direction. This was not an accident. This was foul play. For 4 months, the family fought for answers. Finally, on the 28th of July 2023, the police issued an arrest warrant. Thubelihle Mpisi, the man who had publicly mourned her death, was arrested at his family home in KwaZulu-Natal. The man Mahlako had been with for 7 years and with whom she had a young son was now the prime suspect in her murder. Mpisi was charged with murder and was remanded in custody. But the community wasn't taking any chances. Activists launched a campaign using the hashtag Justice for Mahlako, petitioning the courts to deny him bail. They feared he was a flight risk and emphasized the gravity of the crime. The case was brought before the Alexandra Magistrates Court, and what followed was a series of agonizing delays. For Mahlako's family, the legal process has been a relentless test of their endurance. They have traveled from outside provinces to attend court hearings, wearing custom t-shirts with Mahlako's face on them, a silent but powerful plea for justice. But court appearances were repeatedly postponed. For example, on the 15th of August 2023, the case was postponed for a third time because Mpisi's legal team needed more time to prepare for his bail hearing. Mahlako's aunt spoke to the media, saying her niece was fighting from beyond the grave. By the 21st of October 2024, over a year after her death, a major piece of the puzzle finally came into place. The court was informed that a forensic DNA report linked to blood found at the couple's shared home was now complete. Mpisi, facing new evidence, withdrew his bail application and has remained in custody ever since. And yet, the full trial has been repeatedly delayed. A major reason for this? Mpisi's legal representation. He initially had a private lawyer, but that firm withdrew due to financial issues. By early 2024, he was representing himself in court, having not secured legal aid. The slow pace of the legal system has only compounded the family's pain, prolonging a nightmare they desperately want to end. The Mahlako Rabalao case is more than just a single tragedy. It's a stark reminder of South Africa's deep-rooted crisis of gender-based violence and femicide. This was a woman who was reportedly planning to move out from the home she shared with her partner. It's a classic, devastating pattern, a woman trying to take control of her own life, only to be met with unthinkable violence. The betrayal of trust is what makes this case so profoundly heartbreaking. The man who is accused of killing her and burning her body was the same man who publicly posted tributes mourning her loss. This isn't just a crime, it's a violation of the most fundamental trust that exists between two people. For Mahlako's family, the pain is not only from losing her, but from the seemingly endless delays in the justice system. They deserve closure, and Mahlako deserves justice. As of now, Tubelihle remains in custody. The forensic reports are in, and the trial is still pending. The pressure is on for the court to finally schedule a full trial and move this case forward. The public is watching, Mahlako's family is waiting, and we all hope that justice will finally be served. We tell the story so that Mahlako Malebo Rabalao is not forgotten, and so that her family's long road to justice is not a journey they have to take alone. We will be watching this case closely. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And if this video resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with someone, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments below.